Councilmember Rick Cole here at City Hall. It's been 7 days since the fires receded into the mountains, and during that time, we've been in 24/7 emergency response mode. In that situation, the person making the decisions is our city manager, Miguel Marquez. He's shown himself to be cool under fire, and while he's consulted with city council members during that time, he's the one responsible for making those split-second decisions, directing our fire department, our police department, our city staff, and working with our federal, state, and county partners to make sure that we get the right help in the right place at the right time. But today, starting at 2:20, we shift back to the more accountable democratic form of government. And that means that we've got a whole long list of policy issues going forward that we need to be making decisions on with public input. One of them is supporting the staff's decision to create a navigator for every one of the nearly 150 homeowners and renters who lost their homes in Pasadena, to make sure they can navigate the bureaucracy and get the help they need as quickly as possible. How long are we going to keep suspending our overnight parking restrictions to allow our residents to host their relatives and friends who've been evacuated or who've lost their homes? What are we going to do in this dire housing shortage about our rent control law? Are we going to weaken it, strengthen it, keep it the same? These are important decisions. Air quality. A lot of people are concerned, wondering how we can test for arsenic and other toxins in the air, because we're not getting that information from the Air Quality Management District. What about our small businesses? Not only the ones that have had their businesses disrupted in Pasadena, but should we be hosting some of the Altadena businesses who've been burned out so they can temporarily relocate and continue to serve their customers? And there's a huge debris removal challenge ahead of us, with hundreds of trucks taking toxic and waste materials through our city. And there's some important long-term decisions we need to begin to grapple with. One of them is deploying more rooftop solar and home batteries so that people can have power when they need it during emergencies and not rely on the vulnerable electric grid that has gone down during this emergency. What about our urban forests? We lost hundreds of trees during this firestorm. Should we be doing a better job of trimming and taking care of our trees to protect them, and planting more trees for a hotter and drier climate? Our fire stations, we need $70 to $80 million to bring them up to modern day standards. We've put that decision off. I don't think we can continue to do that. And the big decisions, how we work with our partners in the school district who've had such a devastating loss. They've had families with students relocated all across Southern California. Very difficult for them to get back home. And their schools have been, 5 schools have been completely damaged or destroyed. And finally, there's an invisible border between us and Altadena. How do we work with the citizens of that community, our neighbors and our partners, to help them rebuild their devastated community? Those decisions need not only the elected officials to weigh in, but you as well. So stay informed, get involved, and we'll see you soon.